You guys, we have got to talk about Kourtney Kardashian because the internet has a lot of opinions about things that are related to Kourtney right now. From what she had to say to Khloe on a podcast, to the new Kardashian season and her talking about motherhood and how she's blurring Rocky's face out. It is a whole thing. We're going to get into everything. You guys, Kourtney has come under fire for a number of things recently as people are just confused by her, and it seems even her own family is confused as well from what we've been seeing. In the latest Kardashians episode, the first one from the new season, fans saw the process behind Kourtney's push campaign for her Lemme play gummies. She was asking Julia Fox to be in the campaign, which, okay, no big deal, right? But if you remember, after Kim and Kanye's divorce, who did Kanye go on to date? Julia Fox. And it was for a period of time. And so for Kourtney to be asking Julia to be in her brand campaign, well, she knew that she needed to run it by Kim. Though she was seemingly asking Kim after they already reached out to her for it, and it was like basically going to happen. When she told Khloe about this, she was basically calling out the fact that if it was the other way around and Kim wanted someone associated with Kourtney's ex or Travis, that she would probably be super upset and call Kim disrespectful, and it would be this whole fight that they would probably have on the show or something. And the internet completely agreed as well, with people reacting to the episode saying, Kourtney, a damn lie. She would be pissed if it was the other way around. You were mad she worked for Versace after your wedding, LOL. I'm pretty sure she was mad about Kim working with Dolce, but anyway, a lot of people were bringing up the previous season's drama where Kourtney was super upset at Kim for seemingly copying her wedding and style when she collabed with Dolce and Kourtney had worked with them for her wedding, and it was this whole big blowout that people just found so ridiculous on Kourtney's end. Like, they just felt like it had to be something else. Like, there had to be something deeply rooted in her that did not like Kim, because Kylie had also done something related to Dolce around the same time as her wedding, but she was really just upset with Kim. So ultimately people were just like, you know, if Kim was pulling what Kourtney was trying to pull with her, it would be an issue. But Kim was totally fine with it. Now, in the same episode, Kourtney was also getting called out for just being so negative these days and making her sisters feel bad. During a part in the episode where the whole family got together, she was talking about swearing off heels and corsets, and her sisters just felt like they were being called out, that they were being judged by her, and that she was just being so negative.
When I'm with my kids, yes, I need to be able to move freely. I'm breastfeeding. I need to be comfortable and to run after them and have fun and not be in like 6-inch heels. I don't really want to be in a corset with my boobs popping out either.
So you're never going to wear dresses or heels again? Is that your discovery? Is that what you're going to tell me? So are you shaming me for doing it?
No.
Please. Kourtney never has anything nice to say these days. I feel like she doesn't want to be judged, but all she does is judge other people. She looked at me and she just said she's never gonna.
No, I said it to Kim too.
If they're feeling a corset and 6-inch heels, then God bless.
You want me to hold you, Rocky?
Those heels, good for you, babe. I don't come in and say like, I would never give up on life so soon. It's the passive aggressive for me.
People online have reacted and said Kourtney wants to be so anti her family that she comes across as a miserable tryhard, LOL. Like, girl, fade away into oblivion, but do it in silence. Stop trying to bring your family down with you. Been at it for years. It's not working for you, doll. You look a fool. I will say, when it comes to Kourtney, I think she's made it very clear that she does not want to be on the Kardashians. She doesn't want to do the reality show, but I do think that she knows that it is the only way to sustain this lifestyle that she is desiring, which is that she doesn't want to work and she wants to be with her kids all the time. She talks about it literally on the podcast that she does with Khloe. She talks about it in the episodes that she doesn't want to work. She just wants to be around her baby. She wants to be around her kids, and that is it. But only way for her to be able to do that is by her doing the show. Like, the show is her work. She can't exactly leave it. It's like the easiest form of work. She literally just lives her life and they film her and she has to do a couple confessionals and that's it. But people are just like, you know, anytime she has to do a scene with her other siblings, it just feels like she's so negative. She doesn't want to be there, probably because she doesn't. She just knows that she has to. But I will say, in terms of the whole corset and heels conversation, some people were taking Kourtney's side. They didn't feel like she was being negative towards her sister. She was just talking about herself and they were taking it personally. They said Kim and Khloe wanted to be glammed up. Kourtney wants to take it easy and be comfortable. What's wrong with that? She's almost 50 with a toddler and a husband. Her priorities are different. The truth is she's always been like this. Her fashion was always simple and comfy. I love Khloe, but these sisters are taking Kourtney's choices personally. Of course, she's going to say she's not doing it anymore. It's part of the family business, the look, the appearance. She's no longer participating. If she didn't tell them flat out and set that as her choice, they'd hound her for answers. Kourtney has a valid point, but she absolutely is passive aggressive and snarky with the way she says it. Her expression when she says God bless is so bitchy. Now, on the topic of the show, it's sparked up another conversation about Kourtney because she has chosen to blur out her son Rocky's face from the episodes, but none of her other kids. People have just started talking about how it seems strange that she would choose to protect her son Rocky, but none of the others because they were in the episode face not blurred. Maybe she feels like it's too late because they've already been on seasons prior, but people feel like, you know, they're still kids and they're not going to look the same way that they look now when they're 18 or, you know, when they're 18, it can be their choice whether they want to be on the show or not. Because people said even if the other kids want to be a part of the show, they're still minors and probably don't even understand to what degree they're being broadcasted. So to let them decide but protect the baby, people just found it interesting. They like that she's doing so, you know, that she wants to protect Rocky, but the whole not for the whole fam part of that is interesting. It's caused some to think maybe it comes down to Travis not consenting to their baby being on the show, but wouldn't that make her reconsider having her other kids on the show? I don't know, but it has just sparked up a lot of debate online and confusion. But on the topic of Kourtney's parenting, she sat down with Khloe for an episode of her podcast where they were talking about her baby Rocky. And the way Khloe was looking at Kourtney when she was talking about her parenting style, her doing attachment parenting, it was like Kourtney had two heads. Like Khloe was looking at her like she was crazy. I mean, I think, you know, Kourtney wanting to be so hands-on is great, and Khloe is probably like, girl, what the heck? Because the family is used to nannies and help, and Kourtney wanting to do it all just had Khloe looking at her sideways, which was pretty funny.
Definitely as babies, we had no schedule. Rocky doesn't really have a schedule, but he has a general thing. But if it's like some days, like today, we got up at 7, made breakfast for the kids, and they got out the door. And then I noticed he was so tired at around 8:30, and so we nursed in bed, and he went to sleep.
Let me also say, if my kids are tired, I'm like, they could go to sleep.
Yeah, no, I'm not
like
saying,
you better stay awake.
Yeah,
until
no, I could just tell. But then
I do have
today, I have no idea what nap time would be, and like it's okay. We're just kind of go with the flow. And also with the attachment style parenting, I hold him for his naps
the whole time.
The whole time.
Wow.
That's
crazy to me.
I think Saturday.
He's also not a light baby. He's
like 23 pounds.
So you're holding a 23-pound baby for 2 hours?
3 hours sometimes.
3 hours?
Yeah. Once he took a nap for like 5 hours, and
holy shit. In a sling or just
no, like I'll sit in our
this?
little chair,
Okay.
usually in the room, and then
That's great.
I still have my little breastfeeding pillow,
Okay.
and then he'll kind of lay on there, but my arm's under. And then I have a little radiation blanket that I put over to like protect from EMFs for
From
phone
where?
use.
Oh, from your- Don't you have that thing that you made me
And
buy?
I have that little
Oh.
sticker on my phone too.
It is funny though, because the comments did bring up how Kourtney seems to be the most hands-on and talking about motherhood and all of this, but they were saying that, you know, even though she says like motherhood is like her number one job, they talk about her kids being so bad. Like her kids are like the worst. Like anytime we're seeing them on the show, in public, on social media, they are acting out. They're doing something that they probably shouldn't be doing. And so people were just cracking up that she has like rooted her identity in being like the best mother, and her kids are like naughty and acting out. But anyway, that is what is going on with Kourtney. A lot of opinions. Some things people are like defending her over, some things people are confused by. One thing about Kourtney though, I will say, is that a lot of people do believe that she carried the show for years and that her sisters should thank her for carrying some of the Kardashian seasons because she gave birth on the shows. She had a lot of drama with Scott. It all played out on camera, and I do think that Kourtney, you know, now she doesn't really want to do the show, but she has had her time where she was the main character. She was the main drama and people were entertained by her life. So maybe not so much anymore. Maybe people are annoyed by her. They They think that she's too negative or whatnot. Her sisters and her don't get along. But I do believe that there was a period of time where she was really carrying the show and the drama. But that is what has been said about this new season of the Kardashians and what Kourtney had to say on the podcast and how Khloe was reacting. I certainly want to know what you guys think about all the sister drama, the Kardashians, the opinions. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.